This week we finally heard the governor give his much anticipated budget address. This is the one that he had asked for an extension for nearly a month. The numbers we heard were very disturbing. Certainly the $13 billion deficit that the state is facing, but even more so with the fact that education will face a $1.3 billion reduction in funding, that we will see a reduction in the foundation level, a 20% reduction in mandated categoricals, and across the board cuts to many other of the state agencies. On the upside, the governor has proposed a 1% income tax increase dedicated to education. The money would come from an increase in both the personal income tax as well as the corporate income tax. And the money would be dedicated to education. Now, in this first year, we would see that money used to replace the $1.3 billion that had been cut from education, and the remainder used to pay the districts that the state owes money to, nearly $1 billion there. Moving forward is the intention of the governor to make that money an investment in education. So education would continue to receive that $2.8 billion annually, and this would not be a lottery scheme. This would be an opportunity to invest in education, the governor's commitment to invest in public education in the long term. Another activity at the Capitol, important issue to our members, was around the FOIA issue. Representative Chapo-Lavia had introduced House Bill 5154, which would provide additional exemptions for performance evaluations. If you recall, in Senate Bill 315 a few weeks ago, that bill passed that provided protections for teachers, principals, and administrators. This goes and expands that to include all state employees and the rest of our members, which would include our education support professionals as well as our higher ed members. That bill passed out of the House and now goes over to the Senate for further consideration. And lastly, would draw your attention to the fact that we have back home lobbying coming up over the next several weeks. The General Assembly will be home on break between March 28th and April 11th, and we will be providing additional information in the Capitol Report about how you can engage your legislators around the issues of the need for revenue, and specifically around House Bill 174, and then ultimately culminating with our Lobby Day on April 21st, where we hope all of you would come down and invite 2 or 3 other of your colleagues to come down to really show the General Assembly the cuts and the pain that we're facing with regard to rifts around the state, and that the need for additional revenue.